Watch their arrogance, because it will be their undoing in the end. And I've waited, and I've waited, and I've patiently waited. And I want to tell you, I think it's here. Now, let me break this down into several categories, and I will show you there is very little you have to fight for. There is a lot you need to stand for, but very little you need to fight for. Let's start here. Abortion. Is abortion the same topic, the same thing we're fighting in the same way today as we were a year ago? No. Why? Because of arrogance. Think about what we have always traditionally been fighting for. We've been fighting for the right of the child. Other people have been fighting for the right of the mother. And it was supposed to be safe, rare, and legal. It's really no longer safe. They're doing all kinds of practices to save time at Planned Parenthood that take the ultrasound out of it. It is much safer if you use an ultrasound, but they want to make money. It is legal, but now they're going for the infanticide rules. So legal, yeah, it has been legal, but now they're going for something completely different. And then rare, no, they're shouting the abortion. And this started about a year ago where they were saying, we got to shout our abortion. We're really thrilled. There's nothing wrong with it. One woman in Seattle was given a speech and she said, my first abortion was my best abortion. And it happened in Seattle. And it's craziness. Then their arrogance took them to say, we want to be able to kill an unwanted child after birth. Just let them die. Give birth, let them die. That was way too far. And what did they do? They said, we want to light up the New York skyline pink in celebration of that. Arrogance. And their arrogance has led us to a place now to where people are waking up. If you have seen the latest polls, there has been a massive shift towards life because of this, a massive shift. And I think we're on the cusp of ending abortion as we know it. I really do. So there's one. Their arrogance. They took it too far. Look what happened just this week with the media and Trump. They have been so arrogant for the last 2 years. They have condemned him every step of the way. They have not done what reasonable people do. Look, I don't like this about him, but I do like this about him. And if he is guilty, if he is a traitor to our country, if he is in bed with Russia, then he should be impeached. He should probably go to jail. That's what a normal human being would say. But that's not what the media has been saying. And so they have overplayed their hand. And they've wanted to get him because they were convinced in their arrogance they knew what happened. Now that the facts are out and the investigation is over, they can't accept that. And so they're doubling down. They cannot admit defeat. Who does that? A humble person or an arrogant person? They can't admit that they were wrong. Now, we've been saying for a while, get over it. But now our Democratic voting neighbors, not the people in Washington, our neighbors, they're saying the same thing to the media. Get over it, man. You're looking ridiculous. Arrogance with the media. Anti-Semitism, CARE. Congresswoman Omar Elan. The Democrats won't condemn anti-Semitism. When we all know what anti-Semitism is, and we know why anti-Semitism is the canary in the coal mine. It's like lynching. We all know it when we see it, and we all know that it's wrong. But they won't do it. Why? Because they're in the pocket of CARE. Americans, both Democrats, Republicans, also independents, we all know an unindicted co-conspirator is a bad thing. a offshoot, an actual arm of the Muslim Brotherhood and a sister organization, literal sister organization to Hamas, is CARE, an unindicted co-conspirator in the Holy Land Foundation, which was financing terror. Okay. They've gotten so powerful that they think they can say and do anything. But let me tell you, the first crisis, and Americans will turn. They're using the Jussie Smollett cover. Well, I'm a burqa wearing, I'm a hijab wearing, I'm a black, I'm a oppressed minority. They're using all of this stuff, and it only plays for so long. And the arrogance is, you Americans are too stupid to see the difference between a sister of Hamas and AIPAC. You're just too stupid to see it. So we're just gonna roll right over you. And it's the same thing with the border. They used to be, everybody was for border security. Come on, everyone is for some sort of border security. Now the Democrats say they're for open borders. Only the libertarians, I mean the deep libertarians, have been for fully open borders. But even that comes with a caveat of, but no welfare state as well. Everyone has been for this, but not now. And they tried to make everybody in America feel like they're a racist if they want a border wall. But what they don't understand is the border wall isn't because we don't like Mexicans. The border wall is because we don't trust Washington. We don't believe that Washington will actually enforce any law for more than one term of a president, if that. And we know that there is trouble on the border. We know that there are bad people coming in. We know that there are also some good families that are coming in. And nobody cares about the difference between the two. We know that our cities are out of control because they become sanctuary cities. And they have called us racist because we believe in the rule of law. That's what that border wall represents. Not a statement about Mexico, but a statement about the people we keep sending to Washington. We don't trust them to protect the things that we value. The arrogance, again, is you're racist. That's their arrogance. I'm not, but you are. Socialism and the new Green Deal. Notice that it failed yesterday in the Senate. Not a single person voted for it. Mike Lee was doing a stand-up comedy routine. I don't know if you saw him yesterday, but he had a picture of Reagan riding in on a velociraptor, as we all know, happened in the last battle of the Cold War. And he started there and ended up with seahorses from Aquaman being the only way to get to Hawaii. And he was talking about the absurdity of all of this. When Mike Lee is actually funny, you're on the losing side. When Mike Lee can take and show how crazy this is, Mike Lee, and you'll laugh out loud, you're on the wrong side. Your arrogance has said everybody believes in global warming and the science is settled and I don't even have to talk to anybody about it. Your arrogance of we're all socialists now. No, we're not. Your arrogance in social justice, Me Too, Kavanaugh, the Covington Catholic. What did that turn into? You are guilty until you can prove yourself innocent. But as we saw with Kavanaugh and Covington Catholic, it doesn't even matter if you can prove yourself innocent. You're guilty of something. And the arrogance of the left and the social justice warriors, they are so convinced that they are right on all of these things, that there is a white original sin that we must all pay for, and we must cleanse ourselves of white people and cleanse ourselves of this love of country, of constitution. Their arrogance is destroying them.